Hey everybody, the dust collection bag from my Makita miter saw had a piece of plastic that held it out so that it was, I guess it would increase the flow of air to make the sawdust flow more smoothly. It broke many years ago, and I'm going to try and fix it. So here you see I have it turned inside out. This plastic used to have a long tail that stuck out and held the bag out. It broke off all jagged. As usual, I started to fix stuff without running the camera and thought, hey, stupid, this would be good for the YouTube channel. So I stopped, and basically I'm using my belt sander here to smooth this out so it won't be jagged, scratch me up, or rip the bag. Alright, so I've got that relatively smoothed out. I was thinking about drilling it, putting a nut and a bolt with a spring sticking out. Maybe like an old window spring, but I think that's a little too mushy. Then I thought about a firmer spring, but it seems like a waste of a spring for this meager task that I have at hand. Then I was thinking about some of this plastic I have. You know, it's funny, people bust my chops and say, why don't you throw that crap away? No, because I might need it someday. So this is kind of rigid, kind of springy. I was thinking I could Gorilla Glue that on top. But I think I have a better idea. I think I'm going to drill 4 holes. 2 out here side by side, kind of close to the tip, 2 further back. And then I think I'll just take some stiff wire, like some coat hanger, double that up, and use that to make a new tail. If something hits it, it'll give, it'll bend, but then I can just bend it right back into shape again. Alright, I just used my impact with an 1/8 inch bit real quick. Drilled 4 holes. It's really hard to do this with one hand, and I'm too stupid to set up my tripod and make this easier. So unfortunately what I'll be doing will be off camera, but it's so simple you'll be able to imitate it quite easily. Okay, so I had turned the bag right side out again, and I made a loop out of coat hanger, and I held the loop over the fabric, and I felt with this part lined up to the outer edge, I felt through the fabric where this ended, and I took a measurement, and I just pinched the coat hanger with my fingers, and then I turned the bag inside out again, and that gave me a rough idea of how long it needed to be. So now what I did was I just stuck it up through these holes, pushed it into place, bent it so that it'll go down into the other set of holes. I didn't straighten it out yet. You'll see why in a moment. And I'll show you the end result once I get done making my bends. Okay, I got that through and I got that bent back. It was no easy task. And now what I'm going to do is hold this tight up against the plastic with my channel locks and then bend it out straight. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but when I open up these channel locks, the jaws get a little goofy. The bottom jaw sticks out further. So by flipping it upside down and messing around with it, I was able to get it so that one jaw was back here and the other jaw was sticking out there, and it made a really nice tight bend. And as you can see, there's no play in there whatsoever. So with no further ado, let's turn it right side out and see what we got. I apologize for the no tripod, trying to do this with one hand thing. Well, there you have it. Plenty strong, but not too strong. You can see where the plastic originally broke and made a hole in the bag. That's fun when that's spraying sawdust up at your eyes. But I think now it'll fill all the way up with dust instead of getting halfway full and clogging up. I do have one criticism for Makita tools. I love Makita tools. I've been very impressed with their longevity and their quality. But they use plastics on their cords and on their plastic parts that just seem to dry rot, get brittle. This is still doing a good enough of a job, but I think once that crack lets loose, I'm going to replace this part. I'm going to make one out of metal. Or perhaps PVC. See, it goes on easy enough. It's going to do the job. But maybe I can get my hands on some 3/4 inch PVC and cut a little groove in top of it. Strap it down somehow and cut it with the radial arm saw. I'll leave it long so I have room to strap it down, and then I'll cut it to length after I get the groove the right size. Sand it with the Dremel. I don't know, what do you guys think? Feel free to leave me some comments. I think that might be the way to go. But for now, let's test it out. Here's a throwback to anyone who's seen my quick tip. When a tool comes with a special tool for changing the blade or whatnot, a key, a wrench, I attach it to the end of the handle. It's a safety feature because it forces you to unplug it to use the wrench, and it also means you always have the wrench with the tool and don't have to worry about losing it. So, like it, don't like it, it works for me. Well, that seems to work quite nicely. Okay, I've made a bunch of cuts with the saw, and the bag is filling up down at the bottom and working its way up instead of getting clogged up here and only filling in the front like it was doing. So I'd say that my repair is a success. All right, everybody. I think that'll conclude this short video. More's coming. I just need some rainy days to sit down and do some editing. So thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. I love each and every one of you for helping me make this channel possible. God bless. Stay safe.